How is it going, everyone? So as we all anticipate the Avengers 4 official trailer drop, it looks like now we are getting more and more leaks from the film, including the title, some new promo art, and a potential trailer description. Now this leaked online earlier today, so hopefully this does line up with what we'll be seeing in just a few weeks now, as the trailer has been rumored to be dropping towards the end of November, just like the Infinity War first trailer did. So let's get into this. The trailer starts off showing the damaged Infinity Gauntlet in a field on the farm planet that we saw at the end of Infinity War, which is presumed to be Titan. As the camera focuses in on the gauntlet, we hear Tony's voice saying, "We were destined to lose." Music starts up and the Quinjet is shown to be landing in a Wakandan wasteland as we hear Steve Rogers say, "We have come so far." Tony and Nebula step off the jet as the remaining Avengers approach. Steve has a look of relief and goes up to Tony Stark, seemingly defeated, shakes his head and gives a friendly smirk back to Cap. The Marvel Studios logo appears and we get a glimpse of the Battle of New York from the 2012 Avengers film. Loki is shown looking shocked and baffled as he is on top of the Stark Tower. There is a flash of blue light as the camera pans back, we cut to black, and next we see the Wakandan throne with M'Baku at the helm. He's surrounded by his new Kingsguard, which is a mix of the Hill Tribe and the Dora Milaje. Shuri and Bruce Banner are working on a new project in the lab. Black Widow is seen in full gear in Hawkeye's family home from Age of Ultron. Basically everything is thrown all over the place and broken. Nat is studying some type of map with multiple photos and locations on it. A quick shot of Thanos is now shown with a long sword walking down an alleyway in New York City. The next shot is a dark hooded figure with glowing eyes aiming a bow and arrow before shooting towards the camera. We see quick glimpses of the quantum realm, and Scott Lang without a suit is shown running through a park dodging explosions. A shot of space as we can see Thor and Valkyrie aboard a Kree ship, and Thor says, "If the stories are true, you're our universe's last hope, if such a thing even exists anymore." The next shot is an older, determined Tony Stark walking through the new SHIELD HQ, which is the Avengers facility that we saw in Age of Ultron in upstate New York. He's in full SHIELD attire and carrying an orange briefcase. Bruce Banner, now wearing spandex, is seen running from something, looking terrified. The next shot is Ant-Man appearing out of a flash of light and landing in a desolate place. We see it from his point of view, from inside of his helmet. He looks left to right and to his left again and says, "What in the?" Camera focuses back on Vormir and its stars. Next, a shot of Rocket and Nebula modifying some new weapons in the lab. Rocket says, "When can we try this bad boy out?" They both smile at each other and fist bump. We get our first glimpse of Iron Man in his new red and gold nanotech armor. Hulk falls from the sky and lands in front of him. There's then another shot of Thanos in his full armor as he smiles, and Hulk smiles back at him. The next shot is in Japan. We see War Machine, Natasha, and Steve in their full Avengers gear surrounded by the Yakuza. Hawkeye, now as Ronin, walks through everybody from behind them and approaches the Avengers. There's an intense exchange of looks between Clint and Natasha. The next shot is the Sanctum Sanctorum, where we see Wong communicating with Doctor Strange's soul via a portal. Next we cut to a scene in which gray-haired Tony Stark and Ant-Man are seen in a post-apocalyptic New York City. The screen flashes back and forth multiple times through multiple scenes. We see Captain Marvel floating with her fists on fire and her eyes lit up. Thanos is in the Soul Realm with young Gamora screaming at him, Loki and Thor fighting off the Chitauri together, and Tony handing Steve a brand new shield in the Wakandan throne room. We then cut back to Tony and Scott together. Tony opens up the orange briefcase as Scott hands him an illuminated bracelet. Tony asks, "How is this even possible?" Iron Man and Ant-Man are shown traveling through the quantum realm. Tony and Scott are back in the middle of the Battle of New York from 2012's Avengers. The final shot before the title reveal is an Infinity Stone disappearing from Thanos' damaged gauntlets. He abruptly gets up and puts his armor on. His face goes from extremely infuriated to a menacing smile. Title reveal card, Avengers Annihilation. There's then a stinger after the title reveal that shows the Hulk training at the new SHIELD facility with Black Widow and Steve. Steve notices that the Hulk has been training non-stop as of late, and he asks him why. Hulk responds in Banner's normal voice with, "My rematch is coming up real soon, I can feel it." So that is the rumored trailer description for the first trailer to Avengers 4, and honestly, if this is real, it does sound kind of cool. There's a lot to unpack from the trailer though. I mean, it really seems like this is at least going to be a 2.5 minute trailer. I mean, there is a ton of stuff going on here. I mean, maybe there's stuff even that was somehow missed if this person was shown the trailer. You know, there's only so much that you can kind of remember from something like this. Post your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that it's legit? Do you like what you're hearing so far from Avengers 4? And this does seem to line up with a lot of what we've been hearing about the film, you know, from interviews and behind the scenes stuff, so hopefully this does pan out. For more updates on Avengers 4 and everything pop culture, be sure to subscribe to 8 Entertainment.